For my 3-minute video, I would like to talk about an experience I had at building cultural connections while as a missionary in the Ivory Coast. The principle that I want to illustrate with this story is that as we find ourselves in different cultures, whether it's a culture around the world, the culture of our in-laws that we may feel uncomfortable in, or the culture of a new friend group or roommates, sometimes our imperfect efforts to participate in a culture can be more endearing than perfectly or well-executed efforts. The story I'd like to share takes place at an Ivorian wedding. We went as probably a group of 18 missionaries to this Ivoirian wedding. In our mission in Côte d'Ivoire, there was a lot of misunderstanding and strife and contention between American missionaries and African missionaries. We got to the wedding, there was lots of food and lots of dancing. All the missionaries were sitting down at a table while the dancing was happening as we ate our food and kind of thought, well, we'll leave the dancing to everyone else. However, the bishop's wife came up to our table and said, "Missionaries, venez, venez, il faut danser," so come, dance. And most of the missionaries said, I don't know, I'm not a great dancer. And I'm actually not a great dancer. But in that moment, when she came over, I thought, this is absolutely a chance for me to show my willingness to participate in this culture. So I went up and I started dancing on the dance floor. I kind of followed the guy who was emceeing the event. He started dancing and I started following his movements. And to be honest, I think the dance moves that I did do weren't fantastic. But the fact that I was trying to participate actually drew a lot of attention. I saw a bunch of people like holding up their phones, look at this white guy, he's trying to dance at the wedding. I busted out the sprinkler, the Macarena, and eventually a lot of the other missionaries came up too. Throughout our lives, we'll find ourselves in different cultures, whether it's a healthcare provider and maybe you're unfamiliar with the culture of your patient, or maybe you're trying to assimilate into the culture of your in-laws. The principle I want to drive home is that as long as our efforts are sincere and we are putting forth genuine effort, that those imperfect efforts can go a long way to build connections.